mechanical pencil lead, and I love it.
Yeah, I got a bunch of tips like that. I ordered off of Amazon for my weller.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Like they always say, just the tip. Just the tip.
Well, the extensions add like 2.3 inches.
Well, that means I'll be 2.4.
At least that's what they claim. Like 0.5 inches in circumference and 2.3 inches on longness.
That's what she said. Sorry.
All for $19.95, delivered to your door. ChinaZon.com.
Nothing like good China's on.
Well, I don't know if y'all know, but Pete Hegseth is now the new Secretary of Defense.
Who did they pick?
Pete Hegseth, Trump's nominee, just got confirmed in the Senate. J.D. Vance had to break a tie. Mitch McConnell voted against him. Jerk.
Yeah, what's with that guy?
He's a jerk, like Brian said.
He's a milquetoast rhino.
I know one thing when I was watching the news earlier today, I kept seeing a bunch of stuff about ICE rounding up all these people all over New Jersey and Boston and a few other places.
Yeah, they even Chicago tried to claim that ICE came to an elementary school to round up illegals. And it turned out it wasn't ICE at all. It was the Secret Service investigating a threat. And even the governor tweeted it out that it was ICE and how deplorable it was or whatever. And nobody bothered to check with DHS. Wasn't ICE.
Wow.
Nobody cares anyway. The whining's over.
Oh, yeah. And Trump is like, oh, you should have seen him on TV tonight. Maybe you did. He was in L.A., and, man, he is a man of the people. He is fighting for the people of L.A. to be able to start rebuilding now, to do their own cleanup, not have to wait on some city, agency to come do it. It costs like a ton of money. So he's pushing for that, and, of course, Mayor Bass, the L.A. mayor, she's like, yeah, they can do that. They can do that. She says, we hope they can get back to their homes in a week. And he's like, a week? And Trump is fighting with her on live TV. He's like, a week is too long. They need to get back there now. She's like, well, we want them to be safe. He's like, they're already safe, and it was awesome.
Yeah, he's used to doing large construction projects, all that. I was listening to a bunch of contractors the other day basically say, we have what it takes to get this city up and rolling. He says, we just need to get rid of the bureaucracy.
Well, and that's what Bass said. She said that's what they were doing. They were rolling back all that bureaucracy to expedite all this stuff, and, Trump is kind of doubting it. But then this other guy from California steps up. He's like, I'd like to defend, he's a Democrat in the House, I'd like to defend FEMA. And he goes on and starts talking about FEMA. He's like, I don't know if we could even get 2,000 people. Because, Trump's talking about maybe doing away with FEMA and pushing it back to the states or something, And he's like, yeah, I don't know if we could even get 2,000. Trump's like, you could get 2,000. You have, a state of 40 million? He said, you could easily get 2,000 people, And he's like, well, what about states like Rhode Island who, they can't be, Trump's like, look at North Carolina. People from all over this, other states came and pitched in and helped, and they're rebuilding. They're helping, with North Carolina. This is what people do, and it was awesome. He totally schooled him.
Oh, it's ridiculous. We have millions of people in this country, and most of them, the only reason they don't go to these places half the time is the bureaucracy.
Well, then this guy starts talking about insurance. And, insurance companies, have left the state of California in a lot of ways fire insurance and all this kind of stuff. A lot of these people are saying literally days before these fires broke out, they lost their insurance. And Trump looked at him, he's like, it's people that think like you do that's running these insurance organizations out of the country, out of the state of California. He says, I'm not a big fan of insurance, but they can't get what they need. And, it was, like on live TV, it was awesome.
See, that's what happens when you actually have a businessman that's used to running businesses now trying to run a country, is that they actually have business sense on how to get stuff done and not come up with a bunch of government nonsense.
And all this is happening in front of the Democrats there, Mayor Bass and, whatnot. It was quite a show. I was surprised at how awesome it was.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see the next 4 years. But it sounds like he's not going to put up with as much as he used to.
Well, he says that FEMA is a disaster. Now, he didn't say he was going to do away with it per se. He said he may, or he may just completely overhaul it. But, he just thinks that it takes so much money to just even get them moving, And while they do help, obviously, it just costs so much money and, they don't necessarily do a good job. Then they start looking for people that, have Trump signs in their front yard and blah, blah, blah. And he didn't say all that, but that's what he meant. And he's just like, it's a terrible organization. So we'll see what he actually does with it. But, he might just say, look, every state needs a FEMA.
Ought to do is, instead of having the government run it like that, they ought to just contract out, do like almost like a contracted FEMA.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, because then you'd have actual people that have motive to go do it and probably save money.
I don't know if you know who Joel Pollack is. He writes for Breitbart, but he was there because he lives in Palisades. And he said that he asked Trump, he said, look, I hope you do what the 9/11 Commission suggested. And when you guys give money to California, appoint a special master to oversee and make sure every dollar is spent on the things it should be spent on and not the things it shouldn't be. Because, California's notorious for just spending money on all kinds of crap.
Yeah, all their queer bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
There should be an oversight on it, and it should also be where if it's used out of the proper context that it was made for, somebody should be criminally liable.
I agree with that.
Yeah, there's not enough people in politics being criminally liable for anything, and it would start with Joe Biden.
He was right about that guy. He belongs in a jail cell.
November Zulu Delta standing by.
Well, hello, Ray.
Hello, Ray.
Dave and Chuck and Brian. I know Justin's hanging out there somewhere. Good evening, guys.
Hello, Ray. Glad you're in here.
Roger.
Justin's trying to fix a bunch of leaks.
Yeah, I heard that. That time of year.
You know what that might mean?
No.
He's a big drip.
Oh, Lord.
Sorry, Justin, I couldn't resist.
Gano kaka kaka.
Hello, Justin. Didn't know you were out there. I literally just turned the radio on when I came in here because it's been so busy. By the way, Dave, you know what drip means nowadays, right?
I have no idea.
If you got drip, it means you got reputation, like a good reputation. Like it's just dripping off of you kind of thing.
That's interesting.
That's nasty. Chuck must have went out to water the gravel.
You mean he went out to drip?
Let's hope not.
He went out there and splattered a gravy batter.
How cold is it down there in Georgia?
Chilly on the willy.
I bet you it's probably in the 20s already.
No, it's
Yeah,
not
I've
too
got
bad.
like 23 down here, I think.
It's turdy here.
So let's see, I'm opening up the app, and here we go. 28 degrees in Douglasville.
Yeah, I've got 23 even at my house.
Yeah, it's 30 here, going down to 23.
Yeah, well, I think it'll start warming up, what, Saturday or Sunday?
Sounds about right.
Well, sort of. Actually, it's still going to be in freezing temperatures. Like tonight, or I think ours is going to be 22 or 21, and it'll finally be above freezing on Monday night.
Well, at least we're warmer than Florida. Aye.
But you're not as white.
True.
Oh man, I saw a video today. Oh, it was so funny. There was this Mexican guy in one of those PTA meetings, and he was, my son was in tears over how horrible the school is, and he was just going on about it. Somebody was like, "Well, why don't you go back to Mexico?" And the whole room went, "Ooh!" They couldn't believe it.
Yeah, the whole room's doing that, but in their brain they're like clapping.
He said clap.
They're gonna get the clap.
I'll find it and post it. It was hilarious. I mean, just the whole reaction.
Hello. 1, 2, buckle my shoe, check test. I don't need all that. Let me turn it down.
Yeah, turn it down.
1, 2, buckle my. There we go. That's a little better.
Yeah, come down to our level, Ray.
Hey, I'm only running 200 watts.
I'm only running 50.
Hello. Yeah, I'm running about 500. Well, somewhere, between 4 and 500, something like that.
I guess Chuck couldn't hear me on 10.
Yeah, go ahead. Try it again, Ray.
Yeah, amps in standby. 8.71.
Yeah, almost 10 over.
That's crazy, huh?
I had about 9 on you.
Hello. Hold. And then with the amp on, it's doing it's doing the same, about 9 watts.
Hey, can y'all hear me on 10 watts?
Oh yeah, I hear you on 10.
How bad is it?
12 over.
Yeah, is that
Hello.
10 and 12? I couldn't nail it down exactly, but yeah.
You're going past the 10, about a 15.
Hell yeah, baby.
Must have had a wind blowing at your back.
What you got on me, Dave? Can you hear me, Dave?
I got about 18 on you.
Dang, what do I need an amp for?
It's a quiet night.
Because you want to be a powerhouse like Justin.
You mean like Ray?
I'm a small fish.
So that right there is at 15%, and so that's pushing out somewhere around just over 100 watts through the amp. Or the radio is only doing 15%.
20 over every time.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think I'm just gonna run it like this tonight. See what happens.
Well, does that thing have a temperature gauge on it?
No, it doesn't. But I can feel when I touch it. Like when I get long-winded, I'll put my hand over there by the fan. I'll feel warm air coming out.
Yeah, sometimes with transistor amps, especially older ones, if you underdrive them, they're not efficient. There's a lot of heat created in the amplifier.
Oh, really?
Yeah, believe it or not, Brian, they recommend to run it at the rated amount that it's supposed to be putting out. It's supposed to be, like what Ray was saying, better for it.
Yeah, at least half or more. What is it, Dave? It's resistance, isn't it? And heat?
Probably because its internal resistance or something's too low.
All right, well then 50% power it is, and 400 and some watts it is. And my phone's ringing. I'll be right back.
30 over.
30.
30. Hey Chuck, I got a spot cleared off.
I'll be ready to go here in probably about an hour. When I sign off, I'm going to pull this thing out of line.
Roger.
Yeah, I actually told you a story the other day. I told you it came from DX Engineering. It came from Gigaparts, is all the factory tape that's on that factory box. And I have all the inserts and everything just like you were going to mail it off.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I've already got yours all boxed up. And the same thing, I got all the original packing in there. I can't remember if it came with any paperwork. I mean, it didn't come with a book or anything like that, but there's a schematic right in the software of the actual tuner itself that shows you, like the wiring.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this one has like a little like 4 or 5 page manual, color printed, and then it has the warranty card that I never sent in.
Yeah, I got you. But yeah, I don't think it came with any paperwork at all that I remember.
Yeah, but you can probably pull it off the internet anyway.
Yeah, like I said, it's in the software. I didn't wipe it out. It still has my call sign in it, but it's easily to change. In the menu, it'll bring up a screen and it has a very clear diagram of how to wire it up.
I'm thinking it'll be very similar to the Lux.
Oh yeah. Well, like we talked about with the 2 RCAs, that's the only thing that's strange.
Well, I guess Alicia is coming with me. She came out here a little while ago, and she's like, "What time do we have to leave Rockmart tomorrow?" And I was like, 2 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll certainly be in the car, and I'll text you or something. We just stay in contact between 1:30 and 2. Try to leave about the same time now. If you want me to come a little bit further your way, I can, because it is a little that's right off of 575 for us. I can be there in 45 minutes, maybe a little more than 45 minutes.
Hey, where y'all going?
There's a Hamfest over in Canton, Georgia. You didn't hear about it, Brian?
I'm sorry, y'all doubled. Try it again, Chuck.
I said there's a small swap meet tailgate Hamfest in Canton, Georgia. You didn't hear about it?
Negative.
Oh, man, I thought we invited you.
Yeah, like I'd come to that.
I'm just messing with you.
It's a 2-person swap meet.
I mean, if you can get Dave there, you'll be doing good. How far are you from Canton, Dave?
About an hour.
So it is really small?
No, it's a 2-person swap meet.
Swap D's.
D's nuts?
Ah, I see.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Yeah, we might be, we're not sure yet. We might be going over to to Susan's son's house afterwards. And he's over there by Altoona, which is south of where we're going to be meeting, so.
Anyway. Well, I mean, you can let me know. I mean, Altoona's straight out Highway 92 from Dallas.
So we'll just keep it the way we had it planned for now, and we'll just see how things are rolling. But that's pretty close. I mean,
yeah, that's not a bad drive out Highway 20 out of Cartersville over to Canton. I used to drive it a long time ago. When I was working for Corona, I lived over in New Harley, and I would just drive to Cartersville and out Highway 20 a couple of days a week over to Canton and sell my route. It wasn't a bad drive at all.
Yeah, it's not too bad for us either. Susan has a lot of family that lives over in that area, so we've done that shot. At one point, we were doing it every week. We normally go through ball ground, or we'll cut across and get on 20 and come out right there at 575. But typically we go through ball ground and then get on 575 and go south.
He said ball ground.
Balls ground.
Never let your balls touch the ground.
Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we headed?
Hey, Dave, I just posted that thing in the chat. Go watch it and see what you think.
All right, hang on. I just saw it pop up.
Chuck and I are meeting up. We're doing a swap tomorrow, Justin.
Swap and spit.
Here you go. What you swapping on? Tell him what we're doing there, Chuck.
Well, he's got that Mercury ATS, and I've got this HF Auto. We're going to do a little swapperoo and see how we both like it.
Is this a permanent swapperoo?
Well, if everybody's happy, it will be.
So, why are y'all switching though? What's
the functionality or something?
He already knows the answer, doesn't he, Chuck?
He does.
It was Chuck's idea. He wants to make his desk neater.
Oh, is it because it'll be matching Mercury products?
Well, I think it's because the HF Auto is so big it doesn't really fit in his cubby. Is that right, Chuck?
Okay.
It fits, but I want to be able to move my radio to where the HF Auto is now, which would be directly underneath my main computer monitor. And the smaller tuner, yes, Justin, it's the best of both worlds. Yes, it will match, which was, you know me, I'm like really particular. So yes, it will match the Mercury Lux. They're on the same footprint, and the same token, as Ray was saying, it's not as deep as the HF Auto, or as big, if you would call it that. It'll just fit a little bit more nicely underneath this floating shelf that I put in.
You'll be able to control it with that radio too, with that wire.
Yeah, that'll be really cool too. Instead of having to hit the front of the amplifier and hit tune, it just hit the radio.
Yeah. If you want to run it that way, you can. Yeah, or you can run it manual, or it's basically three modes: automatic mode, manual mode, or semi-automatic.
Yeah, I misspoke a minute ago. I said hit the front of the amplifier. I meant hit the tune button on the tuner and just hit the radio instead. And see, that's one feature I do like. I like that cable going through the tuner and then back to the amplifier, because it turns the amplifier off. I mean, that's a really neat feature, in my opinion. It's kind of weird, but it's neat.
Oh, yeah. Good evening.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark, K4JD.
Howdy, Mark.
Hello.
And then
Everybody sounding good over here in the cold valley.
How cold is it?
23 degrees.
That's what it is here. Anyway, go ahead, Ray.
I was just going to make one more comment. I found a new program to remote control that tuner, so it'll be a nice addition to my remote station.
Yeah, I'll respond. I'll throw it back to the group. Yeah, I looked at that. I didn't look too much in depth to it, Ray, but I saw where you were talking about when we were talking on the phone the other day about that remote software for that, and I had no idea that that was out there. I mean, I probably wouldn't never use it, but if it's something that that you enjoy, it's definitely a plus for you. And yeah, we all missed 30. K4JD at 32.
KD4 KMA.
W4 KZO.
KK4 NZD. Did you watch Darren's video?
I think I've watched all of his videos.
About the program that remote controls it?
Oh, no, not on the HF Auto, no.
Yeah, he did a video about it. But anyway, we'll see how it goes.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
Could you see yourself being that guy in that video?
No.
Okay. He's like, what? What did I say?
That guy to do it the way he did that was just an asshole.
Why don't you just stay in Mexico?
Well, they basically told him to leave.
Yeah, everybody's shocked. It's hilarious.
There's like no tact in that at all.
Hey, Mark.
Hello.
How's everything working out with that combination, the amp and the tuner combined there?
Well, it's working good with the radio and the amp, but I haven't really delved into the menu or the manual, got the tuner to do anything yet. But of course, I don't have any SDR where I'm at, so there's that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm all over the place over here, so I'm constantly. Well, I've kind of worked it out where I don't really have to start adjusting my tuner a whole lot, but I'm all over the bands. I spend quite a bit of time on 40 and 17. Lately, I've been spending some time on 20. I don't know if you guys know it or not, but 20's been going real long. You can get into Australia every morning on the 20. Really good into Australia.
Yeah, I hadn't been on in the day at all this last couple of weeks.
Yeah, this is in the morning when the sun's coming up and then it's going down over there. It's really good conditions right after our sun up.
So y'all get ready to put your overalls on and get out in the field tomorrow?
Overalls?
What you talking about, Mark?
Field day.
Oh.
Can't be out in the field without your overalls on.
Going to be outstanding in my field.
Does a white beater shirt count?
Oh, if you can rock it.
I don't know about rocket, but it looks like a big old boulder underneath it.
Mark, do you participate with the local ham club?
I do not. I'm pretty much a loner. I ain't been in any clubs or nothing like that ever.
So where are you going and what you taking with you?
I ain't going nowhere, and I ain't taking nothing, so there's that. Now, I've visited a couple of places that do it, and up here on the mountains at the state parks, a lot of guys do it in the summertime. I go around through there, but if it's going to be cold, I'll just soon stay next to the fire at the house.
So when was the last time you went out for a field day?
Never.
Let's see, when was it? Yeah, a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never done that before, but I don't know. Maybe one day, who knows?
And it was cold too, and man, it was cold.
I do have a lithium battery I could make myself portable with.
Make sure you bring your dongle.
It goes everywhere I do.
They tend to frown on you if you're playing with your dongle out field day.
Well, there's always somebody to do something new.
Good way not to get invited.
It's in a different way.
Good way not to get invited back.
That CNN guy got in trouble a few years ago for playing with his dongle on the Zoom call.
They were just jealous.
I don't think so.
He had the extension dongle.
I haven't been to any of the local ham club meetings since Susan has been sick.
You know, it would be kind of funny for somebody to go out there, set up a radio, okay, and just a battery or something to power, and then hook up to one of these, oh shoot, I forgot the name of it. But anyway, just get on like Brandmeister and start calling out, doing field day on Brandmeister.
What's a Brandmeister?
There's probably somebody who already does that, Brian.
You know what a Brandmeister is, right, Ray?
No, I never heard of it.
It's a DMR, it's a big place where a bunch of people DMR. It's like a big digital world. It's called Brandmeister. It's I don't know a better name for it, but it's just a big digital world.
I got you.
It's got a bunch of talk groups like for each state. North Carolina State has one, Virginia has one, Georgia State has one. They're called statewide. And then you get on there for like 10 minutes and you go to one of the smaller groups, you know, or something like that, talk for a lot longer.
You're almost 40 over there, so it's like a ham radio chat group.
Yeah, pretty much digital.
Yeah, there's thousands of them. I mean, you got DMR, you've got D-Star to DMR, you've got Fusion to DMR, crossover mode. There's thousands of talk groups on there.
Yeah, and then there's also groups like TGIF, which is also another DMR digital system world, you know, chat group thing, where people get on there, you know, create talk groups and stuff like that.
And you can say whatever you want to on those talk groups. That's what we do on Scarietta. We just talk how we want to.
Yeah, like Brandmeister has moderators and stuff, and, you know, they keep you in check.
What's with all the cross-dressing on it?
Scarietta.
Now you got me interested.
Yeah, just pull up your dongle radio or your DMR, and this is a fusion group. It's a YSF group. It's called Scarietta, Georgia group. It's called Georgia Room, Scarietta.
I would, but the Bowfangle won't do it.
Oh, I thought yours was digital.
No, I got some old bomb thing for about $20.
No, I've got a digital bow thing, which is actually a really good radio. I've got a TYT digital radio. I'm looking at a CS800 to connect systems, which is just UHF digital radio. And I've got a digital radio in my car, and I never do digital. It's kind of ironic.
Yeah, but you don't have a Pi Star or anything like that, Brian?
I don't have a hotspot. All I've got is radios, and anytime I talk into Brandmeister or something, I do it on a repeater.
Yeah. So you're limited to local RF. You're not actually going over the internet on the talk groups. And yeah, man, you need to get you a little Pi Star, man, and play around with that. I think you would enjoy it. Just the short time I've known you, I really do think you would enjoy it.
I have gotten on it a little bit through the repeaters and stuff, but I just don't. I don't know. I'm the way I see it is I can at least be over the air part of the way. Like once you get to the repeater, then it goes through the internet. But at least going to the repeater, I'm over the air. So, I mean, I'm not, I'm kind of like Justin's. I'm a little old school.
I set my Apple iPad Mini up to do digital. One weekend I set it up on a Saturday. Made about 5 or 6 contests. I turned it off and never went back.
Well, I have said that, on those rare occasions where the band is so busy we can't talk, which I know it would have to be really difficult for that to happen, at least y'all, because y'all are so close together. But, Echo Link or whatever it's called, we could all, somebody could create a group on there, we could all get into it.
Well, if any of y'all ever do decide to explore DMR system fusion, yeah, and you jump in on that Georgia room, it's called Scarietta. Don't get your feelings hurt if you hear something that you don't like, because it's no holds barred on there.
Let the cards fall where they may. Yeah. HF, there's plenty of activity on the HF, even when some of the bands are all scrambled. Like this weekend, there's going to be a lot of activity with the, I guess you could call it a contest. It's sort of a contest with the field day. But there's still places to go, like 17 meter.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah.
You want me to do you some pre-justice on this thing and put you a few close memories in on like 17 or 20 or anything like that, so it'll be a little bit closer for you when you tune?
No, it's no big deal. I'm sure it'll work out. Because on a lot of those bands, it doesn't have much work to do. But antennas are already pretty close.
Roger that.
Maybe 4KZO.
K4JD 44.
KD4, KMA.
KG4PAC.
KK4MZD. So you haven't even studied on that tuner yet, huh, Mark?
I have not. I have played with it a little bit, hit the tune button on it, and it didn't do anything. And then hit the tune button on the radio, and it just threw out a carrier, but the amp didn't do anything. So it's going to take a little investigation, get into it. I can't quit talking long enough.
What tuner is it?
Built in.
It's the tuner inside the amplifier.
Do you operate on other bands, or?
Yeah, I do, but everything is pretty much tuned wherever I go to where I like to be.
Okay.
Except 10 meter AM. Now I might go up there and see what it'll do up there if it gets up high enough.
Yeah, if I get above 28,500, my antennas need help, but anything below that, they're really good. I have 2 antennas for 10 and 11 meter, and no tuner needed on 11, and I don't have to use a tuner until I get above 500.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to kick in on its own or what, but I do know it'll just tell you high SDR. It won't do anything. It'll just shut down. It won't cut off, but it'll unkey.
It probably has several options where you can, manipulate it to do what you want. Probably has like a threshold that you can set where if the SWR goes above a certain number, then it kicks in.
That's right. I need to go through the menus. I also need to get my Yaesu set up on the other input and get it going too, where I can just switch over to it and never have to unhook anything.
And then it probably, like the HF Auto, it has a manual mode and an automatic mode. So, that's kind of self-explanatory. I'm sure it has that too.
That manual mode, Bray, is one of the cooler features of the HF Auto, going in there and doing a manual tune on it, getting it a little bit lower and then hitting those two buttons at the same time and it'll memorize it.
Yeah. Yeah, the memory is a pretty cool feature in that thing. What, it's almost 2,000 memories, huh?
Memory.
Yeah, this one's got the memories in it also. You know, it'll learn where it's at and where it needs to be and then adjust accordingly.
That's how my LDG is. It's you can. I mean, I manually tune it. I manually adjust it a little bit, almost on every tune. You know, to make sure the amp is happy, and then you just hit function and tune, and it memorizes it.
My radio has that feature in it. The Flex radio, both of the Flex radios have a tune memory. You know, if you're just running radio power only.
I won't fiddle with that input number 2. Y'all go ahead. I'll be in and out of here, but I'll be listening and be back. KG4PAC.
In other words, don't say anything bad about him.
Come on back, Mark.
Just wait till he unplugs that coax and we can talk, and hopefully we'll be done by the time he plugs it back in.
You don't have to unplug the coax.
I forgot, it's got ports on it like this one does.
Yeah, that thing, that amp he's got two different inputs, Chuck.
Oh, two different inputs?
Yeah, isn't that right, Mark?
Yeah, that's right. It's got 2 inputs and 4 outputs.
All right.
My little amp only has 1 input and 1 output.
Yeah, these Mercury products have 1 input but 3 outputs, Brian.
Yeah, and if I had 3 outputs, then I could, I don't think I would need this switcher thing I've got over here.
Yeah, I've got like 3 or 4 of those Alpha Delta switches. I don't use any of them.
Okay, I was wrong. I had the switcher on the input, so I have 3 antennas. Oh, wait a minute. Hell, I don't know. Oh, it's going into the tuner. Never mind. I'm stupid. Yeah, that's where I need my inputs inside the tuner. If I had more inputs, then that'd be awesome. It's got 2 though, and one I put on the horse fence, and the other I put on the switcher thing with the other antennas.
Oh, on the tuner?
Yeah. I don't know why I was thinking of the amp, because it's got to go through the tuner, to get tuned.
This PALStar that I have, the manual PALStar, I have 4 antennas hooked up to that tuner right now.
Now, I did at one point. I've got just a buy tuner. I mean, a buy switch. There's just 2 positions on it. And I had that hooked up in line with the amp so that I could have switch between 2 different radios on it. But I took that out. It's just too much. I mean, all I'm going to talk on is the 7300 over here for the most part.
Hey, Mark. He's busy.
He's playing with his coax. He's playing with his coax.
Yeah, that's multiple output ports like that, like on the tuner and on the amplifier, gives you a lot of options. I'm going to incorporate a second amp too into. Right now, I just have antenna port 2 on the radio, going straight to a vertical antenna in a pine tree. I'm going to rig that up where I've got a little smaller transistor amp where I can kick that up to about 300 watts. I'll probably wire that in this weekend, maybe.
Vertical antenna in a pine tree.
I may even put the beam on that. Get one of those switches out that I just mentioned. I have 2 of them that are 2-in-1. It's like got 3 connection ports on it. I may move both of those antennas over onto antenna port 2 and use that switch to go back and forth. Just so many variables. I've had it set up a multitude of different ways.
W4KZO at 52.
K4JD.
K4ABO.
Justin, why are you being so quiet over there?
I can't get a word in. Hello.
Did you fix your leak?
Nope. It's I've got a leak at my kitchen sink now, and I think the hot water heater's leaking too. It's crazy. I've got to change out new hot water heater, a new kitchen sink, and I've got to put in a new a new water spigot out in the backyard. Man, I'm just having all kind of water problems this week.
What part of the hot water heater is leaking?
It's leaking at the bottom, so I'm sure it's rusted out. Just finally give up.
Just put some Depends under it.
That's what I've got on it right now. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna tackle first tomorrow. I might put a new kitchen sink in, or not a sink, but a faucet in the kitchen sink. That might probably be the easiest job. As long as the hot water heater's not, as long as it doesn't leak, because it's like it leaks and then it stops. I got home from work about 4 o'clock, cleaned up what was left, and then I just went in there about maybe 20 minutes ago, and I saw another little tiny puddle. So it leaks like every 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6 hours. It leaks about every 6 hours or something.
It has a catch pan on it, right? Safety pan? With the drain?
No, I don't know. This one ain't got a pan. I don't know why they didn't put a pan under it. It's just sitting in the laundry room. So, but I'm gonna put a pan underneath the new one I put in. So, I don't know why they didn't put a pan under it.
Well, they may have just it's got a blowout safety pipe on it. I'm sure that runs to the outside.
Yeah, it's got a pressure release valve pipe that goes out to the outside, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's all that the code requires is a outside vent on the blow-off.
But I'm definitely going to put a pan underneath it this next go-around, so I don't have to clean up the water and just get the shop back out and suck it all up.
A lot of them are just hooked right into the drain.
I've heard hot water heaters are pretty expensive now. I'm about to look them up on Home Depot and see what they got.
Yeah. I think the last time I looked, I tried to, like 500 or 600 is a minimum. They can go up to over 1,000. You got to consider what is that one? Endless.
No, here's a ream for $4.99. That's not too bad.
Is it big enough?
Yeah, 50 gallon. Yeah. And I've got to get one exactly pretty close to the same size as the one I've got, so it'll go back in the space in the corner.
You looking at electric or your gas?
Yeah, all electric, yeah.
Boogie, woogie, woogie. Yeah, mine runs on the propane.
Check 1, 2.
It's working. Check 1, 3.
All right, that's the Yazoo on it. All I got to do is change between input 1 and input 2 and go to talking.
So how does that work? You get to choose, like, can you put input 1 on all 4 antennas, or is it 2 and 2? How's that work?
You can put 1 and 2 on 1, 2, 3, and 4, or 1 and 2 on 1, 2, 3, 4, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, so it's versatile. You can do whatever you want.
As far as I know.
You ever heard of a combiner, Mark?
Yes, it also has combiner on this right here, because I've seen it in the setup.
That's for 2 amplifiers, though, right?
Yeah, that's right. You take 2 of them just alike and then double your power.
Oh, yeah, more than double. Yeah, combiners are crazy, man. I know a guy in Texas that has a combiner. He's got 2 5,000-watt amplifiers and a combiner.
A mud duck, ain't he?
Oh, yeah. You've probably heard him. Do you do much work on 11?
Yeah, I do a little bit.
Let's see. It's been a while since I talked to him. He's in Texas. He's around Austin, Texas. And his name's Ray. I can't remember what his... Oh, Triple X Productions. Triple X is his handle.
Yeah, Triple X.
Yeah. So that's him. Boy, he's got a hell of a station. 8-element quad on a 80-foot tower.
Oh, yeah. He keeps it clogged up where the layman can't get out.
Yeah. And he runs 10 wide sometimes. He's a crazy man.
He likes to drink. The more he drinks, the more fun he has.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've talked to him when I'm out in the mobile coming back and forth to work, and him being out in his.
He's funny. And his buddy Brian?
412, I think it is.
Yeah, well, when you hear him saying a saying that starts out T and B, he got that from us up here in Dixie.
Roger.
Well, it actually came from a club up in Tennessee. We got it from them girls up there.
Tits and butts?
Beer.
Oh.
The place up there used to be called the Booby Bungalow up in Elkton, Tennessee. And back years ago, we stayed on Channel 19, and they were on 19, and they'd be trying to round the truck drivers up, and we could hear them in there every night.
You ever heard that guy out of Texas, and he's just joking around? But he calls himself a pole smoker.
I may have. I heard one guy out there in Texas. I can't remember what his call was, but he was always talking like a girl. Something Queen, I can't remember.
KK4NGV11.
KG4PAC.
K4JD.
K4ABO.
Got his red panties on.
Yep, that's him.
How about that character in Arizona?
Bad Grandpa.
Oh, yeah. I think he's in Las Vegas.
And all the farm animals are nervous. Anyway, yeah, he's got a combiner. I can't remember what brand it is, but he's got the horsepower. If he wants to put the pedal to the metal, boy, you don't have any choice.
Oh, yeah, he's Big Daddy on there. I don't tell how many nights I sat there and listened to him or people in Australia talking to him when the DX is not in between me and him, but they're in there talking to him down there in Australia all night long.
Chuck's the big daddy on here now.
I'm the big ditty?
Yeah, you got the biggest amp.
I don't know about that. The biggest amp is probably Dave and the one that's in the repair shop.
Well, Dave is the biggest amp, really? Because he never goes over 500 watts.
He's incognito, man. That's the conservative mode.
Yeah, that's right. KD4 KMA.
Well, I've got Big Al on hanging over my shoulder over here. If we get into a war, I got the big gun.
Hey, we can deal with a little warble as long as you can put it out.
You should turn your 1500 on. Let's hear it and see if it's still warbling.
It's I've moved it off of the rack. I'd have to pick it up and carry it over here, and no, I'm not gonna hook it up.
But we
Not
all know
tonight
it's still warbling because that's what those things do.
Hey, that 1500, man, that thing ain't no joke, man. It's like an 82. I mean, it's not that bad, but you got to be real careful when you move them, especially on that back right or back left corner where that transformer is. It gets a little cumbersome. You want to make sure you got a firm footing.
When we go over there to the repair guy that we were talking about, got those stairs, I've carried that 82 that I used to have up and down there about a dozen times.
Yeah, they're pretty heavy. And like Chuck says, it's all in one corner.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Mark over there. He's probably got the biggest amp now.
I don't know. I haven't. 15 is about it. That's surely there's somebody do more than that. And I hadn't got it to do. About 12 is about all I've been getting out of it. I hadn't really turned it up to see what it did.
Yeah, this one
it only does 15. Okay, I didn't realize.
I've had this one up a little over 13. I haven't seen it do 14 yet, but it goes into the high 13s with about 40 watts. Did I hear Bob?
Yeah.
800, baby.
Yeah, you heard him, but then Justin stomped on him. Try it again, Bob.
I'm just here.
Hey, Bob, how you doing?
Yeah, pretty good. I guess I
Bob.
say that I don't have any heat, but besides that, I'm doing fine.
You ain't got no heat.
No.
What happened?
Oh, my furnace went out.
You don't have any electric space heaters?
I got one of those little bitty buzzer heaters. It doesn't put out much heat, but I just get all bundled up.
Yeah, you need to close yourself off in one room and just try to heat that one room with it.
Yeah, that's... Well, I've got it in here right now. That I guess
Well,
I'll be...
Dave will drive up to Snoggaway if you need somebody.
Pardon?
Never mind.
He's being a smart ass. Imagine that.
I'll tell you, Bob, I've got just a little small, like, I think it's 13 or 1500 watt little cheap little space heater from Walmart. Man, I've had it for, it was new back in 2017. I had it in the basement over there at the other house. And, man, if you leave that thing on, and this little small room that I'm in is a 12 by 20 little outbuilding, and I can turn the heat pump off in this building, and in about an hour or so, that little joker, it'll run you out of here.
Yeah, a friend of mine brought me over one of those Mr. heaters in a 30-gallon tank, and I could just turn it on 3, and it was enough to keep everything livable.
Oh, the little buddy heater? Yeah, I've got one of those too.
Yeah, I think it just says Mr. Heater on the top.
Yeah, you've got the bigger one. Yeah, that's a good deal right there. That should get the job done so you can get it fixed.
Yeah, except it ran out of fuel.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, I got one of these oil fill heaters. You know, it looks like a little radiator. And I've never really had to run it, but I hope it would do all right.
Hey, here's something to think about, Bob. On Amazon, you can get these. They call them garage heaters. They work off a 220. They're like 25 amp, and you know it's the same kind of a plug what you plug in your amplifier.
Yeah, that thing is.
They're about a couple $100, and they go up to like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 a watt heater.
Yeah, I'll look into that.
Bob, you could probably build your own heater.
Yeah, I could heat it up if I really wanted to.
I got you.
I've got one of those torpedo heaters out there in the shop.
Oh, man, I was hoping. I got excited. I thought he had a bigger amplifier.
No, that's one bad thing about this one. It used to put out a lot of heat, but if I change the way it's biased, it just pretty well stays warm.
What's the temperature over there, Bob?
It's in the low 20s.
Yeah, just like here in Alabama. Georgia's like the warmest spot over there, about 30 degrees.
It's dropping pretty quick, though.
I think we're all wishing it was May right now.
I got a heater. I'm all right.
Been, though. I mean, we were approaching the single digits there for a while. That was pretty rough.
Hey, Bob, what's a torpedo heater?
This runs off of diesel fuel. Just like the old salamanders, you remember them?
No, but so it's because it runs off of diesel fuel, it's not something you'd want to run in your house, huh?
No, I couldn't run it in there long enough to warm it up. That's pretty well all the heat I use in the shop.
Yeah, it's like a construction site heater.
Right.
You know, one of those, those heaters that they put on the sidelines of football fields, these big NFL games. Wonder what they run off of.
Usually it's propane.
I mean, they look really warm.
It's like an oversized one like the drive-thru at Chick-fil-A, Brian. Just bigger.
Oh, those are gas-fired infrared, man. Those things are the bomb, dude.
Heck yeah, man. When you order, they take your order, and then you don't even have to roll your window up. Like, you can just sit there in the drive-thru line, and you stay warm.
Yeah, infrared is the bomb, man. It's like a typical heater warms the air. Infrared warms up everything, all the objects.
All of your surfaces.
Yeah, and then that heat radiates off of that. It's very effective. That's probably one of the best. Infrared, that's what you get off the sun.
Yeah, is quartz the same thing?
Yeah, well, quartz infrared. Yeah, if it's a glass tube, yes.
Because I know I've seen quartz heaters that looked a lot like the others.
They have it. Well, most typically it's a gas-fired, propane or natural gas. They do have electric ones, but the most efficient ones are gas-fired, infrared.
Can you fix your furnace, Bob?
I'll find out tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
What's it doing? It's just not blowing, or what?
No, it's going on to the emergency heat. In other words, it's just using heating coils, and it won't keep up like that.
I guess that's what my heat strips are on my heat pump, heating coils.
Probably, yeah.
It blows out hot air, that's for sure, but it also eats up my power bill.
Yeah, that's kind of how I knew this one's been out for a while, because I opened my electric bill was up as $100 higher than usual.
Oh, yeah. I looked, I've got a fairly big generator. It's like 11 kW, 13.5 starting, but I was wondering if I could run my heat pump on it, and I looked at the heat strips, and those things probably take 10 kW just by themselves.
Yeah, they draw a bunch.
K4ABO.
Hey, Justin. AF4JS.
W4 KZO at 12.
KG4 KMA.
KG4PAC. K4JD.
Where's W4NNX?
KK4NGD.
I was wondering that myself.
He should be out here by now.
Dave, that guy's still trying to sell that Drake L4 for $3,000.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to pay that for that.
Alright, I'm going to turn it up a little bit more here, see what happens. Hello. Didn't do much.
What are you getting out of it?
Putting 30 into it and getting about 1,000 out.
Hello. 1,507.
No, I'm calling the FCC.
Oh, no.
And that's on one meter. I don't know which one to believe. Now, one of them is saying 1,000, the other one is saying 1,120.
What amp you got over there, Bob? I forgot. Yeah, I'm sure you told us.
It's an L4B.
He paid $3,000 for it.
I paid $325 for it. $325.
How long ago?
Probably around 97, 98.
Hello.
Man, your L4's doing legal limit, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dave, will yours do legal limit?
It will if I push it.
Push it real good.
Hello.
Crank it up, Dave. Let's hear it.
Hello.
It's hard to do because my radio won't really push it.
I'm getting, according to my my PALSTAR, I'm getting almost 900 average at radio. 1350 at it goes close to the 1,000 mark on the average.
Yeah, I don't know how accurate this old meter is. It's a CN801, whatever that is.
Mine's probably going to trip out here. I got at radio 1, 2, 3. It won't go over 1350.
Dave, you saying that your L4B needs more than 100 watts to really drive it?
Well, my radio, because Ray's going to shoot me because he's told me to do this 1,000 times, but I need a shorter cable on my power supply because the radio doesn't really go over about 60 watts.
Oh, you got voltage drop, right?
Yeah. So I can't drive it hard enough. These older amps, you need like right around 100 watts to get that thing to push the limit.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. A short power cable. If you want full output on your radio, you need as short as possible power cable.
Bundled up to the power supply in zip ties.
How long is it?
I don't know. Probably about 10 or 15 feet.
Oh, the stock cable for the 7300?
Yeah, whatever. I don't remember what the length is on them, but I'm sure at least 10 feet or more.
Yeah. They're big enough to run from the battery of a car to the front seat.
Are you running that amp on 220, Dave?
Yes. It's not the amps problem. It's the radio. It's my radio. That 7300. If I go wide open with it, unless you really scream in it, you won't get much more than about 60 watts out of it.
Well, all you need to do is cut the ends off a lot shorter.
Well, everywhere I've read about the L4, it's about a 1200 watt is what I've been seeing mostly, max.
Yeah, that's pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about what it'll get on a full tune. If I hit it with like FM and about 90 watts, it does about 11. If I could get a little bit more power out of the radio, I'd probably get right at 12.
Yeah, that's just about right. I'm running 2,800 volts on this one.
Well, mine's 2,900, and of course it drops to about 2,700 when it drops when you're talking into it.
That's about right.
But you know, honestly, Dave, with your audio level, you could probably talk about over just about anybody out here because you're just loud.
Because I'm a big mouth. I'm only running 200 right now.
Yeah, I lied. I'm running 3,800 volts.
Yeah, but you got that nice power supply you built.
Sneaky Snoopy.
Oh, you got 3,800 plate volts on that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why it's doing this. That's kind of like a AL82 then, because yeah, the AL82 will do about 1,700 or so.
The problem with this is, in order for me to do something with this, you'd have to rebuild the transformer section. It'll cost more. I'd rather buy a new amp than invest that in this.
Have to go get
Bob
some Peter
got the
Dow.
sneaky transformer over there.
I mean, I'm not going to get that much more power out of it. You go from what, 1,200 watts to like 1,500 or 1,600 maybe?
Yeah, you're about right.
I could go through all that and expense to get like 300 or 400 watts.
All you really need is 600
You
watts.
won't even see it on your meter. Shoot, I'm over here on an 811, and y'all are saying I've got the same signal as my 1,500.
I mean, you're at the plus on the 40.
Yep.
KG4 PAC.
I mean, there honestly ain't a whole lot of difference. W4KZO.
KD4 KMN.
Yes.
Well, by the looks of it, I'm probably not going to ever get it back. I don't know. I'm getting kind of afraid now that something's going. He may have dropped it off the table or something over there.
Oh, hey, I heard something, Justin, that might help you.
K4EBO.
Have you ever heard of that guy? I think he's up in the New England area. His website is Amp Repair Guy.
He's really good if you ever watch some of his videos.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that, and I've actually seen that video about the timer board and everything too. Yeah.
He apparently, I don't know this for sure, but I've heard other guys talking about him on the radio. Apparently, he bought the parts inventory from Ameritron.
I'm not sure if I believe that or not, because he had one of his videos that he posted about the band switches, and he was kind of disturbed about how much money it was going to cost for how to buy them.
How old was the video?
I'm not sure. But it wouldn't surprise me.
Well, when I talked to Rob, Rob at Ameritron, he said that they still have parts out there in their warehouse. And he said those timer boards and everything are specially put together for special orders. So if somebody orders one, they actually have to get all the components together for it and build it special. They don't have the boards actually built already. They have to build them, put them together with the parts. And he said they're not. He said he'd have to go over to the warehouse or something somewhere and get all the parts, and they're not doing that anymore. He said they're not building boards like that now. I was like, heck, send me all the parts. Go out there and send me all the parts, and I'll solder them on the board.
That's all you have to do.
But he said he wouldn't even. He said he don't even have the time to get the parts out. So I don't know how much longer they're going to be working. But I mean, they're going to be running out of parts eventually, and it's just going to be pointless for them to stay open. I mean, I don't see them staying open longer than no more than a year from now, probably.
I think legally they have to stay open until the warranty wears out on their recently sold devices.
That's a good point, Ray.
After that, they're out of there.
Yeah, I thought it was 10 years.
No. It's I think they only have a 1-year warranty on their stuff. I'll be coming up this spring. They'll be out of business.
It might have been car parts I was thinking about. I know something that they had to make the parts for 10 years.
You know what's wild is right before they closed down, they just come out with that 1406 or 1405 solid state amp, LED MOS amp. That was kind of wild that they did all the research and development on that amp and then closed just after.
Yeah,
I think it's 5 or 6 years, Bob, on new car parts.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. That's a federal law.
That should apply to everything.
I don't. I'm on this guy's website, and I don't see anything about him having those parts.
Do you have a schematic on that board?
They're easy to get.
I've seen it online, but that's about it.
I mean, if it shows the part numbers, you know, unless they just strictly quit making those parts.
Well, he suggested my technician just, go through that board and find the problem with it. So he said all those parts on that board can be bought at any Mauser, Digi-Key, or something like that. He said they're available to buy. Nothing on that board is not in production.
You ought to be in good shape then.
Is this I don't know anything about this guy, but is this Cosmic guy, is he kind of like if it's kind of like something he doesn't want to do or something that's tedious or something, he just drags his feet on it?
I'm thinking that's the case this time, but usually I can take something over there, if I get over there around lunchtime or something and he's not too busy, he usually does it for me right then and there sometimes. But evidently he's swamped or this one's kicking his butt a little bit, so it's probably a little bit of mixture of both. He did say he was going to order that IC chip, so I don't know if it came in or not. So who knows? We'll see. But if I hadn't found this amp, I'd be stir crazy right now.
Yeah, well, we've all been there. Yeah, but you're sounding good on it.
He'd be over there with the microphone. I don't have the power. stuff.
Sure is a little bit.
I've enjoyed it, and good to hear all of you. And catch y'all tomorrow night from AC4XT. Good night, gentlemen.
Catch you later.
Yeah, good night, Jerry Lee. Tell Virginia we said hello and hope she's doing well.
Oh, that little woman is doing finer and frog hair. I can't slow the woman down. I can't keep up with her. Catch you later, Doc.
All right, man.
Good thing you said that, because she be asking me, is Don in there? Hey, by the way, that chicken's making.
Oh, okay, no problem. I wasn't worried about that.
Oh, I know that. It's on that way. She went ahead and sent it.
Okie dokie, thank you. Quesadilla. And where'd you say you located?
I'm over here by between Livonia and Toccoa.
Okay. And you own your 7851, huh?
Yep.
It sounds very well. Sounds very good, I mean.
Well, I got that, and I got two 7800s and two 7610s, and I like them.
Yeah, I like that. I like the looks of that 7800 too.
Oh yeah, great radio.
Yeah.
Let's ask him a question, Doc.
Go ahead.
Dan, I've got a 7610, and I can't seem to get the reception anywhere close to the 1700 or the DX10 or any of it. Is there anything you can do to improve the receive on the 7610?
Well, are you talking about sensitivity or audio?
I'm talking about sensitivity.
I've never had any issues with sensitivity. I've had, they ain't got the best sounding speaker in the world. You put a real good external speaker on there, it'll make a world of difference.
Well, I've got a big external speaker that I had on a 765 years ago, and that speaker it's in excellent condition, and that's what I use with it. I mean, that speaker, I think that speaker's a 5-inch. But I've got, it's just, you can't noise blank the noise. It's just, and even if you turn the RF back enough to get the extra noise out of there, it takes out a lot of those people that you won't be able to hear.
Yeah, well, you just gotta, it takes a little practice learning the DSP on these radios, because everyone's different.
Exactly. So yours is got to where you can get the noise out of it where it's relatively quiet, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so then I should be able to get this one to keep working with. I've had it a while, I just don't use it a lot. Most time I'm either on this 710 or on the DX10 or something. But I'm gonna get back on that probably tomorrow and see if I can't work with it a little bit, since she said that it is possible to get it out there. I appreciate it, Dan. HD4XT.
Okay, no problem. But yeah, you just gotta work with it. It depends. Everybody's different, and the radios are all different. You just gotta learn it.
Absolutely, and I probably have not, since I've had it, I have not spent that much time on it too. Thank you now.
Yeah, good night, Jerry.
I went QRP, I'm surprised they even heard me.
We can't hear you. It's telepathy.
That's okay.
The mobile sounds good.
Good night to you, Alan.
Good night. Tell Virginia hello now.
I'll do it.
All righty. And
Still on that 7800, Alan?
I'm sorry, what's that, Dan?
Are you still on the 7800?
I'm on the 101 Delta.
Okay, so the 7800's gone, huh?
Yep. I sold the 7800. I have mixed emotions about that. To be quite honest with you, I missed the 7800. The quality of that radio is just amazing.
Oh yeah, I know.
It to me the 7610 is flimsy compared to it. I was thinking about buying that new ICOM, but I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to go buy HRO and at least kind of play around with it. The knobs on the 7610 are flimsy. To me.
Yeah, they got a cheap feel. The radio works great, but the knobs just got that cheap feel.
But the knobs on the 7800 and the 7851 are solid.
Oh yeah.
But the difference in quality is amazing. That's the truth. Wouldn't you agree with that, Dan?
That was my biggest disappointment when I got my first 7610 was what the hell they do to these knobs.
Exactly. So I really want to see this new rig that they came out with. You know, it's at a cheaper price point. What is it, $6,200, as opposed to $13,000, $14,000. But I wonder, will the quality be there, or will it be more like the 7610?
Well, go check it out. Let me know.
I'm gonna check it out and look at it, just to see. I guess right now that's their top of the line.
Yeah, spin them knobs.
Yeah, we'll see. But the 7800 was great, and they actually had better fidelity than this 101. The receiver might be better than the 101, but the 7800, I mean, just coming out the speaker and the radio, that thing sounded good.
Oh yeah.
Hey, boy.
Hey, Slick Willie.
Yeah, just got through with that stimulator and let that over and done with for one more time.
Oh, good deal.
Yeah. And the doctor said everything's looking good. And it's filling in where the titanium rod comes up through my heel and goes through the ankle bone where it's been fused at, up into the tibia bone. Everything's looking good, but there's two little spots on both sides of the bone. Right there where the rod comes through in the ankle, it's got just a small little hair crack in there. It's not filled in good. That's the reason why she's wanting me to use this bone stimulator.
Well, I hope that gets it taken care of for you. I'm going to have to deal with this little thing over at the hospital. I'm not going to have to go in, but I got to make a bunch of phone calls. So I'm going to go ahead and sign with you guys. Slick Willie, Dan, and Don. Because I can't leave it hanging or I get in trouble, although it's not my responsibility. I got to make some calls. I'll catch you guys later, KT4WN.
Hey, Alan, before you go.
Yes, sir.
This 101 I got the matching speaker, and I replaced the speaker element, put a good coaxial speaker element. Sound is awesome.
Also, it made a difference when you, the Jesus speaker that goes with it is not the best in the world, in my opinion.
Well, it's not. But that's why I changed that speaker element. It cost me like $35 for the speaker, and it's just night and day.
Oh, wow. And I was just telling Jerry Lee I was thinking about getting another speaker for the 101 that I have, so I might have to take some notes from you. And also, I was going to call you because I need to revisit that other amplifier. I just got to make it work.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just give me a holler.
Yeah, I'll give you a phone call on it.
I'll use it every night.
Well, I want to put it with the 101.
That'll work.
I want to set that aside as a complete station.
Hell yeah. They work nice together.
Oh yeah, have you tried it with the 101 yet?
Oh yeah.
Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, I think that would work out pretty good.
Yeah, I got it tied to my 5,000 right now, but it works great with the 101. I had them lashed up.
Well, I play with stuff. I like to do all that, but I'm getting older, so I'm kind of in stuff that I like. And if it plays real good, I'll probably move the Lux down the road, because I really won't need it anymore.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Anyway, let me make these phone calls, and and take care of that before you guys will be saying, what happened to Roosevelt? Where is he? Somebody said, he's in jail. He lost his job. He lost his house. They took the state medical board took his license. So let me handle this.
Oh my!
I know. They'll take him real quick from you, Don.
Let's don't do nothing like that.
It don't. I promise you, it doesn't take much.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll catch you later. KT4WN 73.
Yeah. Good night.
Talk to you later.
When we get rid of that water, think about Slick Willie. And then go see about the phone call, 841.
I'm going to do that. Dan, I'll give you a call tomorrow sometime about the time you get up.
Okay.
All right, 73.
Dan, that radio you guys sound marvelous.
Yeah, most of the newer ICOMs sound good. All it is just the stock radio with the stock def mic.
That sounds good. You got very good audio there. You got a good signal into South Georgia.
And I'm leaning back in my recliner.
Wow. I hate to see what it is you got up into the mic.
Yeah, I'm a good 2 feet away from it.
My.
That's great, just like it is. I like sitting, kicking back. That's what I'm doing now. I'm kicked back in the chair and in my office chair, a high back chair, and taking it easy.
That's what I do.
You know, you're right, though, about all these new radios. If you put a decent mic on them, or half of them run good with a hand mic anymore, but if you put a good mic on these radios, they all sound good.
Oh, yeah. Hell, ICOM used to sound like crap, back in the day, but all the stuff in the last 10, 15 years sounds great.
Oh, yeah.
And I personally think ICOM has been ahead of the pack.
No, I wish my audio sounded half as good as what yours does.
Ain't nothing wrong with the way you sound, Willie.
I know I'm nowhere close to his audio there, Don.
Well, you don't have the fullness like he's got, but he's probably not running just. Are you running just the radio, Dan?
No, I got the PW1 running. PWM.
I mean the audio gear.
Oh no, I don't believe in that crap.
Oh.
If you have to do all that crap to a radio, it's time to get a different radio.
Okay, I was thinking you played with audio gear. I got you mixed up then.
No, never have, never will.
Okay. I'm running straight into my little 710 here with this microphone.
Which mic is it?
It's actually the microphone, the MD100, but without the bass.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just the microphone part.
Hey, them 710s are great radios.
Yeah, I like it pretty good.
I wish I could find me a MD100.
No, they're around. I might have 2 of them.
And if you got one, you don't want, turn me on to one of them.
I always keep one, but I think I might have 2. I'll look.
And if you do, I'm good on QRZ and 84Y is my call.
Well, if I think of it, I'll look tomorrow, and then when I get back in here, I'll let you know.
Sounds like a winner.
I found this one here on eBay, and the guy said that the bass didn't work on it. And I didn't really care about that part of it, and I got it in here, and all it was a bad, the push to talk was dirty. I cleaned it out, and it started working.
Well, don't they have the little push button switches in there?
It's got one up on the mic, and the bass has got, of course, it's got a little PTT underneath that bar that you can take out, and I sprayed it out.
Oh, okay.
Sprayed it out good, and it started working. Wasn't nothing wrong with the mic after all. I think I give $75 for the mic.
Well, good deal.
I know when I had one, I could kick myself. I bought a brand spanking new one from AES just before they went out of business, and I think I gave $125 for it. And then for some reason or other, I got one in wild hairs, and I had a friend of mine. He said he wanted a mic. I said, well, I got this in here. I just bought. I hadn't had it probably not in a month, and he bought it from me. For what I get for it. I could kick myself for getting rid of it now.
Oh, yeah.
Why we do stupid stuff like that? Well, I don't understand.
I don't know. I do stupid stuff all the time. All the time selling something, getting something else, and wondering, say, well, I just didn't keep what I had. And sometimes it works out good.
Well, sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. You know, but just like I had a Electrovore 664. I got rid of it, and now I wish I had it back.
Oh, yeah.
That was a pretty mic. I mean, it was clean. It wasn't scratched up and beat up. The stand, I had the stand for it. The stand was in good shape.
Roger. There's several of them on eBay.
Oh, I imagine there were. I don't know why I do some of the things I do sometimes. It just blows my mind what I do.
All these that I'm seeing, they're wanting over $100 for them.
Well, when I got the mic, I got a steal on it, and then I sold it. I made a little money on the deal, but you know, in the long run, I cut off my nose to spite my face.
Well, you know, the MD100s are a nice one is going for about $1.50 shipped.
Yep, you're right.
Just so you realize that.
That's what I'm seeing on eBay here.
When they quit making them, they were going for about $179, $189.
Yeah. Because every one of them I've ever sold, I got 150 shipped.
Yeah, they'll bring it.
Because hell, 20 to ship at least now.
Yeah.
Where do you live at?
I'm up here by Toccoa, Georgia.
Okay, I'm down in the southern part of the state down here. You know where Waycross is?
Yeah.
I'm right outside of Waycross.
Well, you're a lot better off to ship it.
I'm in a little sleepy town called Blackshear, Georgia.
Yeah, how'd you do with that winter storm?
There we had a lot of snow. We had probably about 3.5, 4 inches of snow, and right now it's 27 degrees down there right now. All that melted today is freezing back over again.
Yeah, I got 28 degrees myself. I thought that was pretty good, those pictures I've seen of North Florida. Got 6 to 8 inches of snow. It's like, wow.
Yeah, they said over in the Panhandle, they got 8 inches over there.
Yeah, that's what I've seen.
I'm glad we didn't get no 8 inches. That's not enough for what we got. And my son works for Georgia DOT, and he's been out and going for the last 4 days straight. He had got no sleep in the last 4 days.
He better go and get him some rest there and get charged back up.
He went home last night about 10:30, 11 o'clock. He slept some last night home. They caught him about 7 o'clock this morning and had him going again.
Yeah.
right, you guys. Good talking to you. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay, Dan. Good talking to you, man. Have a good day tomorrow, and we'll catch you a little bit later sometime.
All righty, I'll be around. K4GNX.
N4DEK.
Good night there, Dan. Nice to meet you. A4Y.
Yeah, this is Friday night. You get to stay up late, don't you, Willie?
I've been in stay up for the last couple of nights.
Yeah.
My wife's been out. They couldn't. School's been closed, so I've been staying up about all week long.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm cheating or something.
Yeah.
I'll be glad when she retires in March.
Oh, she gonna retire, huh?
Yeah, she'll be. She have a birthday in March, and they told her to come back. They called them next month to set up her Social Security stuff, and so she'll be 62 in the 8th of March.
Yeah.
She's got 35 years of service where she works at, so she says she's ready to let them have it. She's been working in the lunchroom for the last 35 years.
That's a long time, ain't it?
Yep, a long while. Working in that school.
Yeah.
When she first started, she worked at the school. It was in another part of town. Then they bought one of the old schools from the Ware County school system, and they moved to a different building altogether. And she's been in that one school, I guess, for about 26, 27 years. And then the rest of her time was at the other school.
Roger.
Win is.
Hey, Mike.
Up and going?
What's that?
Did y'all still up and going?
Man, we still going.
A lot of Energizer Bunny.
Oh, I reckon, man.
We love it. We love it.
Now, I've been sitting here back and forth, fiddling around.
Right.
I heard Doc talk about the pet lover. I like fell out of my chair.
Yeah.
A pet lover, what was that? I didn't catch all that. I didn't get all that. Did I miss something good?
No. You know how Doc is.
Yeah, everyone's way he gets turned out.
24 degrees here.
But let me see what I got. I haven't looked lately.
We're 27 here.
27.
26.
Where are you at?
I'm in western Kentucky.
I'm going to western Kentucky. It's a pretty state. My father lived up there for about 4.5 years. He lived over in Raceland, Kentucky, where he lived at.
Where's that at, Will?
He lived over in the southeastern corner where Kentucky, West Virginia, and Ohio meet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he worked for the railroad. He worked for CSX Railroad. And he worked over in Raceland, Kentucky. But he lived in Flatwoods.
He's probably on a coal train, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't on no coal train. He was the craft he was in, he was a welder.
Oh, okay.
He stayed out there 4.5 years, came home for a vacation down here in Georgia, and he got down here to one of his friends called and told us, don't be in no hurry coming back. They done close the shop up and wrap everything up in plastic and padlock the door. They want y'all to go to Cincinnati, Ohio. My father said he wasn't going to no further north, so he took the buyout and he came back to Georgia.
Right, right.
I can't say to blame him there a bit. He said he wasn't one of these type of people like Snow.
Yeah, I imagine. What's that mic you talking on, Don? 100?
MD100.
I'm gonna look them up. I ain't never seen one on Guess.
It's made by Yazoo.
Oh, okay.
Just a Yazoo desk mic.
I got you.
I just got the.
I don't know if I ever seen one.
Yeah, I just got the microphone part took out of the bass. I'm not using the bass. I got the microphone in my boom.
Right.
Now, how you keying it?
I'm using Vox.
Okay, I'm out of Vox, man, myself.
I love Vox, man. If I couldn't run Vox, I probably wouldn't even talk on the radio.
Every time I turn around, if it ain't a grand youngin coming in, or my wife, I couldn't use Vox.
Yeah.
I never was accustomed to it either. I have used it, but I don't practice it.
Well, I don't have a lot of noise around here, so I don't have that to worry about.
That headset thing, you have to use Vox for that, don't you?
Yeah, you have to.
I guess I'm gonna get used to Vox, ain't I?
Well, you can mute it by tapping it on the side of tapping it on the side where the earpiece is. You can tap it with your fingers. I think you tap it 1 or 2 times and it'll mute it.
Oh, okay.
So if you need to mute it, you can.
Okay, I'm glad to know that.
I'd be sitting here snoring and seeing the radio.
Be like that night we had somebody in there snoring. I mean, they were letting it roll, son.
That was Harry.
I got so tickled that night I about fell out of the chair.
That sounded good.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to get me snoring.
I wonder what microphone he was running. Oh, no, I didn't either.
Said he'd back away from it. Chairs and feet. Or laid back in the chair or something.
Yeah.
I got to figure out how to turn the Vox on this 710. I ain't never used it.
I bet there's a button there somewhere.
Oh, they are. I got to find it, though.
Audio. Yeah, there's my box. It works all right, I guess.
You on a 710? What radio are you on?
Who, me?
Yes, sir.
Kenwood TS2000.
That's a good radio.
I enjoy it. I like it.
Yeah, I've had friends that's had them, and I've talked on their radios. I like the set of the 2000. It's a good radio.
Yeah, I like a 2000 myself.
That's what you call a shack in the box, too.
Yeah, but they're a good radio for what they do.
And I like my little shack in the box for $9.91. I hadn't talked on it since I've had the 710, though.
Hey, that's a one owner?
One owner.
You bought it new?
In the box.
Man.
Never had been opened till I got it home.
Yeah, you had no trouble with it?
No, I haven't as far as operating. Of course, the backlight's down on it.
Yeah, that can be fixed.
As far as talking, it's never been a problem.
Got good audio on it.
And 2000s always have good audio.
Well, Kenwoods have good audio anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And I got it on high boost on the equalizer. I keep it on high boost.
That's what I like about that radio, Mike. You can put one of these these studio mics on it and turn the high boost on, and that's all you got to do to it.
Right.
You don't need no outboard gear. You don't need nothing. It just sounds good, just like that.
What's the microphone you got on there?
It's called a Heil Traveler. It's a very small Heil mic. It's on a little headset, and it has one earpiece, kind of like earphones, but it's only got one earpiece, and just a very small mic. And I just wrap it around my neck, and of course the mic is right here close to my mouth, so I can just lean back in the chair, and talk.
Is that the yellow microphone?
No, it's black. It's not yellow. It's black.
Did you call that a BM10? Willie?
No.
What was it? That one you was telling me about earlier?
BM17.
Oh, okay. Because I looked, the BM10's been discontinued. Not sure about the BM17.
Yeah, I had a BM10 one time. That was years ago. And then I bought this BM17. This one here just got the one earpiece to it. I use it on my FT891, my little mobile.
Right.
I use it when I go, I put it out when I go like just for photo activations or something.
Yep.
I think this mic was actually designed for mobile use, really. Put it in the car and you put this on your head and talk going down the road.
I remember that Traveler. That was a nice looking mic too. I had looked at that at one time.
They're not that expensive. I bought this one brand new at a hand sale somewhere. It wasn't really that high, $65 or something.
Yeah, it's got good audio on it, so it was real clear. I'll give it to you just like it is. It sounds good. I won't make no bones about it. And some people like run outboard gear, but if that's what they want to do, that's fine. I started to do something like that, and I changed my mind about all that.
Well, I wish I could get my Cobra 2000 on this frequency. You talk about a good sounding radio.
Cobra 2000. I used to want one of them things so bad I could taste it.
I tell you what.
Speaker put on the other side. Man, that was a nice looking radio to be 27 megs.
That was a popular radio back in the day.
Yeah, everything's so high now. If you find one on eBay, it's crazy about them things.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, what was that thing? Not Sedell, I'm talking about a microphone. What's the other radio I'm trying to think of? Oh, shoot, the big old black red that had handles on it.
Big old dyke?
Not the dyke, no, I didn't have one. Dyke 10.
Yeah, you talking about a Galaxy Saturn?
Galaxy Saturn, there you go. Those are good radio.
Them old Galaxies. And Excalibur, that was the first model they ever came out with. You remember them? Had the chrome front on it?
Yep.
Then they were called them Galaxies. Painted black. They've been ugly ever since.
And I had a Sedell on there, but I didn't see nothing about the echo. The only thing I used on there just for the microphone. I turn all that echo and the Roger beep and all that stuff off of there. I modified the Roger beep.
Yeah, I had one in Sedell to Echo Masters.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I had one of them too one time. Hello.
Right.
I wonder how that thing, the microphone itself, as far as the quality of the sound of the mic, it sounded real good. I wonder how it would sound on one of these radios.
It might fool you.
Well, I bet it would sound good if you get it set right.
Because I ain't gonna, as far as that Roger beat jump, and in the echo, I could really care less about that.
Yeah, I had the Delta mic. I liked it there.
Yeah, it worked.
Well, I still got several D104 sitting here. Oh, well, looks like I run that on the Cobra 2000 D104.
I'd like to have one of them with what they call it, the TDN head on it, the sideband head. Just that round one, it looks like a cone. You ever seen one of them, Don?
Which one?
Sideband head.
Oh, yeah.
It's a cone-shaped type head.
Yeah, the $10 head.
Yep, it's TDN head.
Yeah. I never had one, but I never owned one, but I've seen a few of them.
They sound good, especially on the 0101E.
Yeah.
Or the double E. Boy, they bring them radios alive.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Not to mention that old Mako 750. That thing would it'd beat everything in the world.
I kick my old 2000 on every once in a while. I still got several buddies to talk on there, I get on there every once in a while.
Oh, yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I used to have the old DNA Phantom. That was a nice box, too.
I got a D300 tram sitting here, too, Don. Have you ever seen one of them?
I don't know if I have or not.
There's the only solid-state tram there, or base station they ever made before they quit.
I don't think I've ever seen one.
It's got a clock and everything in it.
What's the model number? What's the model number of that tram?
A D300.
A D300. Let me look that up. Oh, I got to see that.
They pretty. Yeah, it was the only base station they made solid state before they quit.
Oh, okay.
Ain't much different than 2000 Cobra, really, as far as the insides go. Breaker 19.
And them D201s are nice looking.
Oh, yeah.
If we get a good one,
I always wanted one. I've always had Eagles and still got Eagles, but I never had a trashy tram.
What kind of Eagles you got?
I've got a set of R27 S23s, and I got a set of Mark 4s and a set of Mark 3s.
Oh, man. What kind of shape's that Mark 3 in?
The receiver's down on it.
Oh, really?
But I don't know. I'd probably say a 4 out of 10.
Okay.
Ain't nothing I'd try to sell and say it's a great radio.
Yeah.
But the R27 S23s was a good radio.
I had one of those, the R27 S23. I really liked that. I also had a Mark 4A at one time. I got rid of it.
Well, that would be the one to have, would be the 4A.
Yeah. I got a good friend of mine that knows how to work on those things. He can do anything that needs to be done inside of a Brown, and he knows how to fix it.
And rewire it and all that mess.
Oh, he's good with them now, I'm going to tell you he is.
Who's that?
I got a good friend of mine that knows how to work on those things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's good on them Brownings, boy.
Boy, I might need to get hooked up with him.
Yeah, I could probably hook you up with him.
Because my S23 receiver, last time I had it on, it went down, and I put a new can in it thinking it was a filter can, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
That's a good looking radio.
What's that, Willie?
The D300. That's a pretty radio.
Oh, yes. It is a nice radio. Got sideband on it, too.
Man, I seen something here I ain't seen in a long night. There's Lafayette, Commissat 35. Good Lord, that brings back memories.
Lafayette.
Yeah, I wanted to one of them so bad I could taste it. Back when I was younger, in that time frame, I couldn't afford nothing like that.
Oh, you got one of those 300s now, Mike?
Yes,
Does it work?
Yeah.
That is a nice looking radio.
Yeah, I can turn it on right now.
I hear you.
In fact, I've got a shelf sitting here beside this shelf, ham radios on this shelf, and then the Cobra 2000, and then there's a shelf built over top of it with the D300 sitting on top of it.
I hear you.
Both clocks are going.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I swap them out and put the antenna over up on it every once in a while and talk on it.
Oh, yeah.
Uses the same mic wire, so the 2000 Cobra fits right into the tram.
That's pretty convenient, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, got one of those banana mics that goes with the Eagles.
Yeah, I got 3 or 4 of them. And with the stands to them, too. I thought about putting one of them on a ham radio one time just to see how it sounds.
Now, I'd like to hear it.
Because, they were made for sideband.
Yeah.
Hard to do that one of these days. And then I had a couple of the Turner mics that come out with the 4s,
Mm-hmm.
I had a Turner 2 and a Turner Super Sidekick.
Yeah, they're good mics. They're good sideband mics, the Turners are.
Well, that Turner Plus 2, I had two of those. And then the Turner Plus 3 and the Super Sidekick. I don't know, I had all kind of stuff.
I've got 2 of them Plus 2s up in the attic, and then I've got the hand mics. You ever see the hand mic?
I've seen the hand mic.
Talking about the Turner hand mic.
Yeah, the Turner, I forget what number they are. They were a plus something 2, 32 or something.
Yeah, there was a blue mic and a U Plus 2.
Yeah, I thought it was a Plus 2 something.
Yeah, it said U Plus 2 on the front of it.
Yeah.
I remember that mic very well.
Yeah, I've got a couple of them up in the attic, too.
I'd like to find one of those old D104 hand mics, the old Bennett Man 2. I'd like to have one of them.
I got one of them. It's got a strong face on it.
But that's what I'd really love to have.
The old square ones,
I had that little white screwdriver thing stuck in the back. It popped in the back of it to hold it in place. But you could take it out and just leave the hole open.
Yeah, I've got a couple of the newer D104 hand mics. I don't remember what number they are, but I got a couple of them under the desk here.
With the chrome face?
Yeah, I had a little round chrome face on it.
Yeah.
The newer ones had the little the momentary type switch, little square switch on the side of it. The other one had the regular push to talk on them.
I think it's the M3B, isn't it? I don't know. Let me look to see what it is.
34 on the clock.
N4 DEK.
Going down memory lane, Don.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had a red electric TR30A, 23 channel, and then I had a TRC 458, where it was, up and lower sideband rig.
This mic is a M6B, is what number it is.
M6B, okay.
That was a ham mic, wasn't it?
It is, Those were the days.
Me and that buddy of mine, I was telling you, he works on the Browns. We had a laugh out of that because I was on here one night and there was some guy talking about Brownings, and he said, "Yeah, there ain't nobody works on them no more." He said, "You can't find nobody to work on them." And I thought, if he just only knew. I mean, this boy's good. He's good, real good.
Well, I tell you what, that's just about a lost and dying art right there.
Yeah, I don't know of anything he can't do to a Browning.
Was he just do it for hobby, or is he shot?
No, he used to do it for, make money, but he don't do that anymore. But I'm sure he would take one in if he, somebody needed one fixed. He might take one in.
Right. He live close to you?
Yeah, he's not too far from me. About 20 miles.
Right.
As the crow flies.
That is R27S23. No, wait a minute. It's R27S23.
Yeah. There you go.
I used to take car waxing.
That's a good. I like that R27S23.
Yeah, they have fine radio. Well, I'd sure like to get it fixed. Well, we may have to hook up on that.
Okay.
The transmitter works great. Just the receive went down on it, and I just didn't want to fool with it anymore.
Did it just go weak on you or what?
It just quit.
Oh, it won't receive at all?
You sit here stacking spacers, and you push the spot button and still tell that the spot button's in there, but there just ain't no, that's like it's lost its frequencies or something, like the VCO's out of it or something.
Yeah, okay.
Could be just a tube, I don't know. Well, then there's 6 DS4 tubes and little metal rectifying tubes. I changed them out, but it didn't do good.
Right.
Had a 120 microfarad thing in it, boy, it would scream. It's pretty.
I used to love to listen to them when you get on that kid up and I think, bing, and then you get or they got them scream real good. I love that. And I had neighbors that had eagles, and they'd offset one another. One to get on one channel, on receive, another on transmit, and they wouldn't let nobody talk in the neighborhood.
That Mark IV Brown is what put them out of business.
That's the one that had a lot of problems.
Yep. They tried to mix in tubes with them circuit boards, and it just wouldn't work.
Well, that 4A's a fine little piece.
I always wanted a 4A, never could find a good one. Mark II was a good radio.
He tells me now, his opinion, the Mark III's the one to have.
Yeah, they're the best out of the bunch.
That's what he told me.
But the Mark II was a good radio too. They just kind of a step up from the R27.
Yeah.
So the Mark III, was it 40 channel?
What's that?
The Mark III, how many frequencies was in it?
It's just 23 channels. It just transmitted 23. It was received more than 23 though.
Yeah. Okay. Now I remember that fella had that one that lived down the road from me. He had that little box on it. He could make it. He had the extra frequencies put in it.
Oh, you put a variable oscillator on it and make it go go somewhere. Make 40 out of it. VFO, external VFO.
Put it like a Grand Martin VFO on it?
Well, it's you wired it into your crystal slot. It's a 16 megahertz VFO that Siltronics made. And you can make it go up 40 channels or more,
And all that was on was a kid back then. I was a young boy.
Hey, go on. I gotta run to the little girl's room.
You want to go powder your nose?
Yeah, be right back.
I always enjoyed them old CB radios. I got a bunch of bases sitting around here and in the attic. I used to just find one cheap and it looked good. I'd just buy it for the heck of it.
What kind of radios you got?
Do what?
I said, what some of the radios you got?
I've got all kinds of Cobra bases. Cobra 135, Cobra 89 CAM, 89 DTL, 89 XLR. What else is there? Like a Cobra 20. Well, shoot, I'd have to go over there and look. Got some Philtronics and Robins. What else I got up next? Royce.
I remember them Royce radios. I had one of them once. That's been a long while back. And that Robin was a good radio. That two-type Robin, that 23 channel. That thing there seemed like the longer it sit there and you talked on it, the better it talked.
Well, you've seen the red ones and the green ones, I'm sure, but I've got a blue face Robin called the 747 SSB.
I don't reckon I've ever seen that one.
There's a sideband.
Said 747? I have to look that up. Robin 747. See, back when I was a kid, it's like I eat, sleep, and breathe radio.
Got Pierce Simpson. I think it's called a Puma. You know, they were always named after an animal. Pierce Simpson. I think it's a Puma, but I've got it in the closet in there, Willie, and it's in its original box.
Yeah, I remember the Puma. Yeah. I had a friend I had one of them. They're mobile.
We've got a Cobra 142 and a Cobra 90. Got this tram sitting here in a 2000. CAM 89, you remember them? They were 23 channels.
Yeah, I remember all that stuff. Oh, I see that 747. It says 747. Blue face.
This 23 channel sideband.
Nice looking radio. They got one on eBay.
Really?
Sure do.
What do they want for it?
What I see here, original Robin SS 747 CB transceiver, $23.74.
Buy it today.
It's a nice looking radio.
In toward the EQ 21.
Hey, 401.
Meyer sausage.
Oscar Mayer sausage.
OMS.
Yeah.
I got that call. I never will forget it. I got that call. And the first thing out of this old man's mouth was at a meeting one night and Oscar Mayer sausage. And that not only just stuff.
Okay.
OMS, Oscar Mayer. Okay, I got it now. What's your suffix?
kilowatt box.
KF4 Oscar Mar Sausage.
That's the only call I've ever had. I've never changed it.
Well, I didn't like my original caller. I had a KF4.
My original call sign was KE4KTH. Kilowatt Echo 4 Kilowatt Tango Hotel.
Roger.
K4 Kids Try Hard.
I thought about changing it when I upgraded to General. I thought, I like the Oscar Mayer sausage.
Yeah.
Well, I've only had 2 calls, the KTH and this one I got now. I would have had W4OY if the W5Y hadn't screwed me out of it.
What's that noise that comes on here at midnight or 1 o'clock and stays about an hour?
That's that foreign broadcast.
I wonder what they broadcast and sound that awful.
It's what we was told is a data. It's some kind of data transfer.
Oh yeah, huh? And they're on a handband?
Yep. It's across the water.
I got you.
That's what they said anyway. There's a guy that used to talk with us here. He investigated and found out where it was at, and said they're transmitting 100,000 watts.
100,000 watts. Lord, boy, Tim would love that, wouldn't
he? Yeah. Oh, Tim's become a bully.
Man. He'd shut the world down, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Well, that thing's wide, you know. It goes from about 350 to 365 or something like that.
Right. I think it's 10 kcs wide. I believe that's what it is.
And it always lasts about an hour, and then it'll go off.
Yeah, 1 hour. Yeah, it's got about 35 more minutes it'll be in here.
You don't have 160 meters, do you?
No. I did have one up and it broke, and I never put it back up.
I got a 160 amp up.
I've got one up too, and I used to talk on it, but I haven't in years. I scrolled through there and listened quite a bit, and everybody that I used to talk to is gone.
Well, you left them. So they just moved on.
Yeah, I guess so.
Either to get on 1910 or 1891.
I got on there one night, and people do AM, on the 1885, and I got on there with this one night and hollered this guy. He thought I was on some kind of heat kit or something.
Really?
He said, my God, that thing sounds good on AM. He couldn't believe what I told him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he asked me what kind of heat kit I had.
Oh, yeah.
And man, it's a Kenwood.
This ain't supposed to be sounding that good.
Yeah, I guess not.
But it's a Kenmore. You remember those old astroplanes?
What's that, Willie?
You remember them old astroplane antennas?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I had one of them, and I had a Star Duster, and then I had a 3-element Wilson beam.
I had a set of Wilson shooting stars one time. You remember them super scanners? You remember that antenna?
Yeah.
I know where a pair of them are right now.
That switch box, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to go over there to Waycross. I know where a pair is. And I'm going to go there and ask that fella if they're still using them or not.
That boy I told you, it works on the Brownings. He's got one put up. It's in the box and everything.
Oh, hey.
Yep.
Brand new in the box, huh?
It's just like brand new.
He could name his price, I know that.
It probably bring pretty good money.
You know, that'd work good on 10 meters too, probably.
Yeah. I bet it would.
But you could take that thing and turn it a little bit and work on 6 too.
It might.
And don't take but 54 inches for the element is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm a 6 meter nut. I love 6 meters.
6 meters?
Yeah, I like 6 meters.
I ain't never heard nobody on 6 meters.
You ain't been on there at the right time. I worked all over the place. All over the United States, down to Cuba, and up Canada, and here, there, and yonder, everywhere.
Right, right.
Usually I usually build antennas for 6 meters.
No, I've just never heard nobody on there. Sure hadn't.
I ain't never been to 6 meters but a few times.
I got 2 6-meter amps. I got a solid state TV system. It's a 375 watt amp. And then over here on my other bench over here, I got a SP200 that's been converted at King Conversion for 6 meters.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it wouldn't take a very big beam, would it?
Not real big, no. I got a 2-element Moxon that does a good job on 6 meters.
What is it?
It's a Moxon.
Oh, okay.
You ever seen one of them?
I know what you're talking about.
I got one of them.
Isn't that commercial antenna?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. They're supposed to be real good.
Yeah, this one here, it'll handle a kilowatt.
Okay.
If I had a kilowatt, that's all you need on. If you put in more than that, you just not. That's all you'd ever need. What I got with this East kit is all I really need, about 600-700 watts.
Yep.
I always said anything over 400 watts, you're just wasting electricity.
This can be true.
I got 2 Antron 99s up, one on a tire and one on a push-up pole. And I use them for 10 meters all the time. They work really well on 10.
They work good for 10, 12, 15, 17, and 20.
Yep.
I fit it with this Dentron tuner. I can go anywhere I want to go.
I got that Icom 740 on the 10-meter antenna, and then this 46 is on the 60-meter antenna. And then this one I'm talking on is on the
75, so I got 3 radios sitting here I can operate at one time.
Mm-hmm.
94
N4 DEK.
We got to do that again already?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 40MS.
Oscar Meyer Stolzig. I like that. Anything with food I like there, Don.
You could sing your call out, and we'll call you Old Man Singing.
Well, one of my Princeton buddies up here calls me Old Moldy Sausage. I guess I'll go in town tomorrow and work at Winter Field Day a little while.
Oh, yeah.
You'll probably be plagued with CQers tomorrow night.
Yeah. Well, that'll be alright. We can handle it.
May not be, though. It ain't no ARRL sanction thing or no points in it or nothing, so
Yeah.
not too many people fool with it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't think it is.
It's just for tomorrow night on, isn't it?
Well, it starts at 1 and runs till 1 on Sunday.
Oh, it's a whole weekender, huh?
24 hours, I think.
Yeah.
I've done the summer field day, but I ain't ever done the winter one.
Well, I've done the past few years, and Dad burn it, they always want to set up outside or have a camper or something. I said, why don't y'all just do it in this building right here? It's an ambulance building. I mean, you got antennas sticking up everywhere.
Mm.
I get out there and freeze to death.
Be warm. Hell, we can play cards.
Yeah.
Have a big poker game.
That'd be alright, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah. No sense in sitting out there freezing your ass off.
And have some good groceries while you're at it. Come on, make some good homemade chili or good homemade vegetable soup and some cornbread. The little hoe cakes I'm talking about now. You know the country boy's gonna come out in me.
Uh-huh.
I like to fry my cornbread.
That's what I'm talking about, in the frying pan on top of the stove.
Yeah, I like it like that, too.
Greasy. Boy, I love it greasy.
My wife can make your tongue beat your brains out. And my yearning's lower now, Mercer. When I come home next year, you're going to have to make 2 big stacks of it. And there ain't going to be none left.
I guess Ron, he turned in early after he got home, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he did.
Man, he's wore plumb out.
He said he pulled 12 hours today. He said that was a short day.
Well, I think he worked 16, 18 the other night.
He did. He does it. He does that all the time.
I know it.
I told him the other night, I said, man, there's going to come a time where you're going to have to slow down a little bit. You ain't going to be able to do that work like that all your life. That stuff will kill you.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of, that sudden stop.
Yeah.
Who was working them hours?
Ron, that's Kentucky Ron.
Sound like my my son, he's last Tuesday, he's on straight, and he come in last night about 10:30 at his house, and he got some rest, and then they called him back in this morning, real early this morning, just after daylight.
Yeah.
He's still working.
You know, Ron's in his 60s, too.
Yeah?
63 or 4 or something.
No, okay. Now, I didn't know how old he was.
What kind of work does he do?
He drives a truck.
People don't let people keep you. That's a lot of work on you. My family had a truck accountant, but I know how it is. There's a lot of wear and tear on the body.
Yeah, I bet so.
My grandpa had a transfer business. We used to move people all over the United States, Canada, down into Mexico. I'm fixing to get out of here and get on the way. Y'all have a good night. Take care and God bless. How you for?
Yeah, good night to you, Willie.
See you, William. Have a good night.
I think I'm going to get out of here, too. I'm getting sleepy.
You sound sleepy.
Yeah, I'm getting that way, no doubt. Go in there and kick back in the recliner.
Well, you put in several hours on here this evening.
Oh, I've been on here for a while. I enjoy talking with you, Mike. I really do.
Well, I appreciate that. I do you, too.
I don't want you to think I'm trying to leave you.
I'm glad you get on every morning some.
Yeah, I'll start getting on more.
We're on there about every morning.
I like listening to Bob and them, all y'all guys down there on 60.
They're good people.
Yeah, they are. Old Bob seems like he'd be a good guy.
Oh, yeah. I've met him a few times.
Yeah. All right, Mike, take it easy, man. We'll catch you on here tomorrow night, probably, or tomorrow evening or something there. And like I said, I enjoyed it, and we'll do it again there. Have a good one. N4 DEK. Good night to you, buddy.
All right, Don. Sleep good. Hope you get some rest. K4 Will Mass.